Hey guys, my name's Alex DeGuero and I'm going to show you how to wax a snowboard today. So I just want to go over what we need to do that. So what we're going to need is our iron, a power drill preferably. If you don't have one, then you can use just a hand, and a rag just to wipe things off, and a good wax. They make different kinds of wax, but I just use a universal wax, and a scraper. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna take off the bindings, but we wanna make sure that you keep the degree the same. So you always wanna maybe write that down on a piece of paper. If you have a good memory, you can keep track of it that way. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take those off. You want to put your screws in a safe spot so you don't lose them. Next thing what we're going to do is we're going to turn over the board. Alright, so you're going to see on here, this one is a little older so it has some scratches and stuff. But what the wax will do, it will fill in all of this stuff so you get a smoother ride and you get go down the hill more easy. Alright, so what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to heat our iron right here. We're going to want to heat it to about 200 degrees. That's what I like because I like waxing it quickly, but you can put it anywhere you want. Just you want to make sure that you keep the iron in a safe place because you don't want to burn anybody. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our wax next. This one's been used a little bit. And what we're going to start to do is you want to be very careful with this step and make sure you're not to burn yourself because your hand's going to be very close to the iron. All right, so what we're going to start to do is put the wax on the iron and allow it to melt and drip onto the board. All right, and you want to start doing this in an S pattern all the way down the board. Alright, my table's kind of short, so I'm gonna move the board over a little bit and then continue the process. Then we're just going to go back over a little bit, try to fill in the empty gaps. So we don't have that much left, so if we need any more, we'll use the rest of that. Ooh, this thing's burning hot. Lowered a little bit. Okay. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to smear the wax across the board, filling in all the little cracks. So you kind of want to do this in like a not one particular motion, but just like around the board until all the spots are filled, and then we'll do more precise strokes. So we're just gonna get around here. Make sure we get the edges. I'm just going to work our way down the board. We're going to keep on working it, and so you don't feel any drag in the iron. You'll know what I mean when you do it yourself. Working towards the end here. little extra right here. Just try to get that down. A little bit of that here. Let that melt down. That's a little here. Alright guys, so after we have the wax down, what we're going to want to do is just do smooth strokes back and forth and up and down the board. So you get a nice even coating throughout the board. All right, now what we're gonna wanna do next is make sure our iron's off. And you wanna unplug it from whatever you have it plugged into, preferably a surge protector. You're gonna wanna take it and put it in a place where nothing's gonna catch on fire. Okay, so what we're gonna get next is our scraper. And what we're gonna do, just make sure this cools down a little bit before you get scraping. You don't want it to mess up the wax. And what you're gonna wanna do is start here from the end and just start scraping off that top layer. Scraping off that top layer. So yeah, see that? That's all extra wax that we have here on the board. You want to make sure you have the right angle here, so you're not taking off too much, so you don't want it to be a 90 degree. You just want to keep a good angle here. You want to take this off, scoot this to the side a little bit, just work your way here. To the front. Get the front here. The corner is always a little harder. You have to work them a little more. Cool. So after we're done with that, what we're gonna do is get that rag that we had handy earlier. So wipe it down. What this is gonna do is just gonna help kind of smooth it out a little bit. All right. And then this is optional. What you can do is see this little corner right here. You can go around. If you feel like if you got a lot of wax on the edge, make sure to get rid of all that wax. Alright guys, so what we're going to do after we're done waxing the bottom, we're going to turn it back over. Make sure your bindings are at the right degree that they were before. Line all your screws up like I did so. And then we're just going to start tightening everything down. Alright, you want to torque them down if you're using a hammer drill. Alright, and what I like to do is just to hand torque them down one more time just to make sure that they're nice and tight. You don't want these coming loose on you when you're on the mountain. That'll lead to a bad day. Alright. Turn the rest of these down. I stripped one of the screws here, so you got to be a little careful You can buy one at your local snowboarding shop for about 50 cents, so that's what I'm gonna have to do. All right, and it's always good practice to keep your board nice and clean. So wash off any mud or anything like that. But we did go last day of the season last year. It was a little muddy, so we haven't really done a tune-up on this board. So this is a good time to do it. All right, thank you.